Hello students, welcome to Medicoras. Today we are going to discuss
types of or the branches of systematics. So please write down branches of systematics. Please remember these are the need-based questions. Apart from the definition of systematics, all the things are the need, not for the board examination. Okay. So systematic is of it has two branches. One is known as normal systematics, which we consider as only systematics, right? This is the only systematic condition. And other one is new systematic. So new means new, okay? Neo systematics. So already I have mentioned the word neo stands for what? New. That means if I have written systematics here, then this is the old version. And neo systematics means new version. So the next point. Father of systematics is Carl Linne. Okay, Carl Linne is considered as the father of systematics. Here, the term neo-systematics was given by, the name is very important, it is the Huxley in 1940. Why it is considered as it is the old version? Because we have seen for classification we are only observing the morphological behavior. But can we see by seeing the morphological behavior only can we categorize organism? Answer is no. Because we have millions of species and among those species minute differences may be there. So in the old systematics, the concept of basis of classification is what? The basis of classification is by seeing the observable. Please remember these are the question pocket or morphological character. Observable character or morphological character. Then people understood that by seeing the morphological character only, you can't explain one organism. So for that, you have to go for some other basis, and those informations are, please write down. Here, along with the observable character, one should study about the experimental observation, anatomical behavior. Okay, these are the criteria, so you have to write these points and remember also. And chemical nature, internal biomolecules. Yes. So these are the factors that we need to see to classify organisms nowadays. But otherwise, if it is older version, we have only go for the morphological behavior, right? So here, number 3 point. If I have seen only the morphological behavior, for that I have 4 different categories of classification, right? So please write down the 4 different classifications. Classifications are: number 1, artificial system of classification, then natural system of classification. Number 3, it is the phylogenetic system, which is the most acceptable. This we have to give some stress. Phylogenetic system of classification. And then number 4, it is the phenetic system of classification. So artificial system of classification, if it is, here only we are going to deal with the sexual behavior only we are going to see. So without seeing the other morphological behavior, it is very, very difficult to identify the organisms, right? And it is the biggest mistake So after that, after artificial classification, where it is criticized, then it is given the natural system of classification. Please remember, natural system of classification is one of the most acceptable system of classification. Everything is good, but only one point they did mistake. And what is that one point? That also we need to see. Then, because of that mistake only, then they started doing the phylogenetic system of classification. Okay. And phylogenetic is considered to be the most important classification. Phylogeny, just you can see this one, the word phylogeny, that means they are using the information of evolutionary progress, right? So in evolution, what happened during that time, those points also they have included, and therefore this is known as the most acceptable system of classification, right? So this was also criticized by some scientists, and because of that, everyone is thinking like, if I'll include everything in one classification, then that will be the most acceptable one. So they did this phonetic system of classification, but it is totally flop. Why it is flop? They have included everything, but they forgot to include the evolutionary progress. Because of that, this classification is not acceptable, right? So this is the most important concern. Here, this is the modern way, neo-taxonomy, or I can write systematics. Systematics includes, so let me rub this part because I hope you have written this part right. So let me rub this one. It includes number 1, karyotaxonomy. Karyo, R-Y-O, okay, taxonomy. Then I can write cytotaxonomy. I can write morphological taxonomy. Fine. Then biochemical taxonomy. Okay. Then genetic taxonomy. Let me write some points here as well. Okay, number 6, let me write here. It is the numerical taxonomy. Fine, experimental taxonomy. See, how many taxonomy fields are there? So, next part is what? We need to go for the taxonomic rank. Okay, taxonomic rank. So, in a taxonomic rank, we have to start from the kingdom till the species. Right? Can anybody give this answer? After kingdom, what I should write? Phylum. Phylum is for animal. This is for only plant. Phylum is for only animal. Yes. If I have about the plants, then what I should write? Instead of phylum, what I should write? Division. Yes. Please remember one thing. Division is for plant and this is for the animal. Fine. Okay. After that, class. Then order. Then we have what? Family. And then we have genus. Then about the species. Just you check 2 things. First one, the order. Order is how? Like K, P, C, O, F, G, S. Make some abbreviation part so that you can understand. And if it is plant, then instead of writing phylum, I should write division. That also you need to remember. First one. Second, have you seen that we have written in a slanting way? Yes. So it is a kind of staircase. Okay. So please remember, taxonomic rank is a kind of staircase. This is known as major category. Okay. This is known as major categories in taxonomic hierarchy. We have some minor categories also. So that's what we need to write, because minor category concept, it is not given in your NCERT textbook. So please write down about the minor categories. Okay. So as you can see here, kingdom is there, right? After that we have phylum or division. If it is division, below that division, let me write it here. Okay. Below the division, we have subdivision. That means subdivision is present between what? Below division, above classes. Fine. Then, after class, I have to write subclass. Okay. After order, I have to write suborder. After family, I have to write subfamily. Yes. But after genus, there is no subgenus or something. After species, there is subspecies. Remember, we have seen the trinomial nomenclature, subspecies. Correct? Now, tell me one answer. Okay? If it is subspecies, then this trinomial nomenclature is for animal or for plants. If it is for plant, then the subspecies is considered as what? And after subspecies, demi. Okay, and after demi, there will be variety. See, that is variety is the lowest category, you can say. Under the minor categories, variety is the lowest one, not the subspecies is the lowest one. And in between that, we have demi also. Fine. Again, let me write one more point, and which is very, very important. A subfamily, have you seen subfamily here? After subfamily, we have written here genus, right? So, in between this subfamily and genus also, we have one more category, and that is known as tribe. Right? So, these are the question pocket where tribe is present. In between subfamily and genus, there is tribe. Fine. So, I hope this part is clear to everyone. Please note it down, and if there is question, please ask. If you are doing MCQs, then you come to know you have one more word, that is cohort. If you are solving MCQ, then you know cohort, the term. Please remember, cohort is equivalent to order or NEET examination or any kind of entrance examination. This part is very, very important. Again, let me tell you one more important thing. Here we are giving so much of stress to kingdom, right? But when we are doing the biological classification, at that time, you come to know that kingdom is not the highest position. Domain is the highest position. Right? We know that there are 5 kingdoms, but you should you have to study about the 6 kingdom classification. Okay, and then you come to know after studying the 6th classification, then you come to know that no, kingdom is not the highest category, domain is the highest category. So please write down for entrance only, you have to write this one. Do not write for the board examination. Only entrance, just mention it that domain is the highest category among the measured hierarchy of classification. How many domains we have total? 3 numbers of domains we have. That we will see in the biological classification, not now. Yes? Okay. Give you one question and quickly you reply me. Okay. Which one is the highest category of classification? If it is kingdom, it is species, it is cohort, and it is variety, then my answer goes for kingdom. If give kingdom and a domain, then domain will be my answer, right? Yes. So do one thing, write these options, and after that you just give the tick mark. Then only you can understand and you can remember also, right? Or every day we can't remember everything by seeing the lines. If you have some question, then only it will be easier for you to remember. So write this 2 part so that whenever this type of question will be there, you can easily understand and you can give the correct answer. Done. Let me wind up the session here. Again, we will meet at
Medico Rush.
Thank you so much.